Cruise news, a drug boss went on a cruise, but he got busted. I'm going to get you the details on that. Plus, a woman had a medical issue on a cruise and said the cruise line's charge for Benadryl was $390. Some are saying the cruise line is price gouging. I'm going to get you the info and let you decide. There's lots going on. I'm going to get you the top cruise news updates to get you fully up to speed, and I'm going to get you the information fast coming up. Welcome to the Travel Scouts. My name is Jason. We are your cruise information channel. We get you the cruise news and information you're looking for quickly without wasting your time. So if you love cruising, consider subscribing. Let's go ahead and kick things off with number one. Cruising based in Charleston, South Carolina may return soon. This weekend, the Carnival Sunshine cruise ship completed its final sailing based in Charleston. This is because the Port Authority decided not to home port cruise lines at their location anymore. However, there may be another option coming to the area soon. The leadership of North Charleston is actively exploring the potential of home porting a cruise line at the former Navy port on the Cooper River. City Council member 𝗍𝗏𝗃𝗏 confirmed this, saying, quote, "It's being talked about right now. The mayor and his staff are vetting certain groups right now to make sure we have the right fit for the city." So, some exciting news may be coming soon. Stay tuned for updates. Then, number two, an infamous drug lord was arrested while disembarking a Costa cruise ship in Brazil. The man was a passenger on the Costa Pacifica, and he is reported to be the leader of a notorious crime group called the 𝗵𝗃𝗃𝗃. That crime group is based in Brazil as well. The man was on a cruise with his family at the time. The authorities took him into custody when the ship docked in the Brazilian city of Santos. The situation unfolded the day after Christmas. Next, for those of us that fly to our cruise embarkation ports, number three, data has been released showing which U.S.-based airlines had the highest on-time percentage for this past year. The most reliable was Delta Airlines with an 83% on-time percentage. Second was United at 80%, then Alaska Airlines at 79%, American at 77%, and Southwest at 77% as well. On the flip side of that, the least on time was Frontier Airlines at 71% and then JetBlue at 74%. Now take note that even among the best airlines, roughly 1 out of every 5 flights is not on time. It is a good reminder as to why it is so risky to plan to fly to your cruise port on embarkation day. You also want to leave plenty of buffer time if you have a flight that will require a connection. Moving on to number 4, P&O Cruises is cracking down on chair hogs. Chair hogging is when people place items on sun loungers to reserve them for extended periods without actually using them. This often results in other passengers going without. P&O is now marking unattended chairs with a tag and they are noting the time. To address this growing issue, P&O said that their crew will be doing a walkthrough about every 30 to 40 minutes. If a chair is still unattended at the time of the next walkthrough, that passenger's items will be removed. Then, number 5, Norwegian Cruise Line Holdings has announced that they will be adding a new parking facility at Port Miami. In 2024, Port Miami received a record 8.2 million cruise passengers, and with that, one challenge is sufficient parking. In order to plan for growth, Norwegian announced that they'll be adding a new parking facility that will hold more than 2,000 vehicles. And it is needed. With cruise ports adding more ships and cruise lines making larger ships, the number of available parking spots is getting tight at some ports. For our cruise last month, we made the mistake of waiting to just a few days prior to our cruise to begin looking for parking, and it took us nearly an hour to find one with availability. If you will be driving to a cruise port this year, I would definitely recommend making your parking arrangements as soon as possible. As for Norwegian, their new Port Miami parking facility is scheduled to be completed over the next 4 years. Before we move on to cruise item number 6, quick question for you. I'm doing some research on canceled ports of call. Here's my question. Did you have any of your cruise itineraries changed in 2024? Any ports of call that were swapped, any ports of call that were canceled? Chime in down below with A for yes or B for no. And if you recall any details at all, that would be helpful as well. I look forward to reading your comments, but now on with the cruise news. Number 6, Carnival Cruise Line is no longer offering discounted gift cards through AARP. Up until a few months ago, you could purchase Carnival Cruise Line gift cards through AARP at a 10% discount. In the past 2 months, that percentage was cut to 8% and then to 5%, and now they are no longer available at all. Both Carnival Cruise Line and AARP have confirmed the end of their partnership. I did see that Carnival's discounted gift cards are still available through cardcash.com. The current discount percentage there is 7%. Then, number 7, Virgin Voyages has announced that they will be making multiple changes this year. The first of those is the cruise line said they will be adding new itineraries with 25 new ports of call. Virgin also noted that their menus will be getting a refresh with some new food offerings. And the cruise line announced that beginning this year, you'll be able to book their cruises earlier in advance than ever before. They said that you'll be able to book their sailings a minimum of 2 years in advance. The cruise line did not share when each of these changes would be implemented. Moving on to number 8, data has been released revealing that the denial of travel insurance claims is up 33% over the past year. The data noted that one primary reason for this is that the coverage was purchased too late. It is best to get cruise travel insurance within the first few days of booking your cruise. Let me give you a few quick examples why. If you purchase your policy after a weather system becomes a named storm, such as a tropical storm or a hurricane, the insurance company will not cover any storm-related claims. Another example would be if you have a pre-existing medical condition, so you purchase a policy with a waiver that allows that, well, know that you must purchase that waiver policy within a specified period of time of booking your cruise, typically within 2 to 3 weeks. An additional example would be if you want to purchase a cancel for any reason policy. Same thing, that must be purchased within a specified time period. The bottom line is, in order to ensure you are covered, the absolute best practice would be to get your travel insurance at the same time you book your cruise. If you would like more information on travel insurance quirks, I'll put a link to a short video I made on that topic down in the video description. Then for the next cruise news story, $390 for Benadryl on a Royal Caribbean cruise. A lady reported this by a video on TikTok. She noted that she ate something that made her face swell, and when she went to cruise ship personnel, they wanted to charge her $390 for Benadryl. She said that she declined and instead got some from a fellow passenger. The woman did not note the name of the ship she was on or what she ate to cause the issue. Here is a clip of her video.
Good morning, TikTok. So I've been on the boat not even the full 24 hours, and my face is swollen. I ate something and they don't have no Benadryl on the boat.
They have it, but it costs.
They do have it, but it costs $390 for them to give me Benadryl. But I met somebody on the boat that gave me Benadryl, so.
If you look on Amazon, you can find Benadryl for around $6. The reported cruise line markup is 65 times more than that. Royal Caribbean declined to comment on the situation. They instead provided a link to their frequently asked question that provides information on using insurance to cover onboard medical expenses. Reactions to the $390 charge has ignited a bit of a firestorm, with some suggesting that it could be considered, quote, price gouging. Lots of discussion going on. Would love to know your thoughts down in the comments. Okay, subscribe and turn the notification bell on to stay up to date with the latest cruise news and information. The next video, it'll be coming out soon, but until then, keep on cruising and we'll catch you in the next video.